Look at these 3D documentary channels, millions of views. This kind of cinematic 3D documentary can now be created with AI. So today I'm going to show you exactly how we are going to make one from scratch. But I'm not going to make you sit here and copy hundreds of prompts. We are going to automate as much of the process as possible. I'm going to put one master prompt into Claude, and Claude is going to handle the difficult planning work for us. And I have built this workflow specifically to save your time. Because when we reach the image generation stage, you won't have to copy scene 1 prompt and then scene 2 prompt and so on. We are going to use one single prompt to generate all of our images, copy it once, take it into Google Flow, and generate the complete set. And I spend real time organizing this master prompt for you. Every part of it is there for a reason, because the goal isn't just to make an AI video. The goal is to make the whole process easier for you while still getting a professional, top-notch looking result. So, if you appreciate the effort I am putting into making this tutorial easy for you, please show some support by clicking the like and subscribe button. Honestly, it feels really good when I know the hard work I am putting into these tutorials is actually helping you make something unique. And it motivates me to keep testing and organizing these workflows for you. Alright, let's build this. First, I'm going to open the PDF containing our master prompt. I'm going to copy the whole prompt exactly as it is from the PDF. I'm not changing, removing, or skipping a single part. Every part of this prompt is important because the whole workflow has been organized around it. So I'm copying the complete master prompt now. Next, I'm going to open Claude and going to paste the entire master prompt into the chatbot. Now I will click send, and there we go. Claude has received the complete master prompt. From this point, we are going to follow exactly what Claude asked us to do. The first question Claude asks is what category of documentary we want to create. For this video, I am choosing option 2, Mysterious Real Events. I will write the matching number in the chatbot and click send. Now, Claude gave us different real mysterious events that we could turn into documentaries. I'm going with the option 3, the Mary Celeste ghost ship of the Atlantic. And before we continue, I want to know what you think. If you discovered a ship drifting in the middle of the ocean with the entire crew mysteriously gone, what would be your first guess about what happened? Tell me your theory in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys think. Now we'll write the matching story option in the chatbot and click send. Claude now moves to the next question. It's asking, where will you publish this documentary? Since we are creating this specifically for YouTube, I am selecting option 2, YouTube long form video. I will write matching number in the chatbot and click send. Now Claude asks how long we want the documentary to be. Normally we could choose one of the standard durations, but because we are making this as a part of a tutorial, I don't want to create a long documentary. I'm selecting option 5, custom. I will write matching number in the chatbot and click send. Now Claude asks for the custom duration. I'm going to enter 1 minute. I will type 1 minute in the chatbot and click send. So now Claude knows exactly what we are creating, a 1 minute YouTube documentary about the mysterious Mary Celeste. Now we can move forward. Claude now start researching and organizing the real information surrounding the Mary Celeste, and this is extremely important. We are making a documentary about a real historical mystery. So we don't want to invent spooky details just because they sound entertaining. The mystery is already fascinating enough. We want to separate the actual facts from the theories and make it clear when something is speculation. Now, Claude turns that information into our documentary concept. And because nobody knows the definitive answer, we are not going to pretend that we have solved it. We are going to let the mystery remain a mystery. Now, Claude creates the documentary script. I am going to read through it carefully before moving forward. I'm happy with the script, so I'm approving it. I will write the matching number in the chatbot and click send. Now we are moving to the storyboard. Claude takes our 1 minute documentary and breaks it into individual visual scenes. And here's another important rule. No scene can be longer than 6 seconds. If an action needs more time, we are going to split it into multiple 6-second scenes. That gives us much more control when we animate them later. Now Claude has finished the storyboard. I am going to check whether the scene actually tells the story visually. Everything looks good, so I am approving the storyboard. I will write the matching number in response and click send. And now we reach one of the biggest time-saving parts of this entire workflow. Claude is going to prepare our image generation instructions, but we are not going to copy and paste a separate prompt for every single image. Normally, you had to do this: copy scene 1, generate it, go back, copy scene 2 and generate it, and repeat that over and over again. And you have 30 or 40 scenes, that becomes a huge waste of time. We are not doing that here. Claude creates one single master prompt containing all of our scenes, so I copy this one prompt once and that's it. Now our planning stage inside Claude is complete. Now let's move over to Google Flow. First, I'm opening Google Flow. Once Flow is open, I am going to turn on agent mode. I'm opening the menu and going into settings. For our image generation, I am choosing aspect ratio to be 16:9, output to 1, and mode is to Nano Banana 2. Now let's set up the same for video settings. For video, I am selecting aspect ratio to be 16:9, output to 1, and mode to OmniFlash. And I am going to save these settings. Now you can see an option here called Agent Instructions. I am going to click on it. This is where we are going to give Flow the instructions it needs to generate multiple images from our single master image generation prompt. So I am going back to the Google Doc where I have organized everything for this workflow. I am going to scroll all the way to the top until I find Agent Instructions. I will click on it and this takes me to a separate document containing the agent instructions we need for generating multiple images. This is the important part, guys, so don't miss anything. I am copying the complete agent instructions because they are what tell Flow how to handle the multiple images. Now I am heading back to Google Flow. I am going to paste everything into the agent instructions box and I will click done. I'm going back to Claude. Remember that master image generation prompt Claude create for entire documentary. I'm going to copy that prompt once again, head back to Google Flow, paste the master image generation prompt into Flow, and now I will click generate. And this is the important part. Because we already gave Flow the agent instructions, we don't have to manually copy and paste a separate image prompt for scene 1, scene 2, and so on. That saves us a massive amount of time. Now let's let Flow generate the images, and there we go. We have got our scene images. Now that all our images are ready, we are going to move to the animation stage. For animation, we are going to turn off agent mode. I am switching back to the normal video mode. Now I am setting up the video generation settings. I am choosing output is to 1, duration to 6 seconds. Now our animation settings are ready. I am going to start with scene 1. I will attach the first scene image to Google Flow and copying the scene 1 animation prompt. Go back to Flow, pasting that animation prompt and click send. Now we are going to let Flow generate the first clip. Important note is that don't generate everything yet. First, let scene 1 finish generating completely. Then watch the entire clip carefully.
In 1872, a ship sailed into legend, found adrift, fully intact, and utterly empty.
Because I am happy with scene 1, everything is consistent and everything is so smooth. We know that our workflow and settings are working properly. Now we can continue with the remaining scenes. I am doing exactly the same thing with scene 2. I will attach the second image to Google Flow, then I will go back to Claude and copy the scene 2 animation prompt, come back to Flow, paste the prompt and click send. And that's basically the exact same process we will follow for every remaining scene. I'm going to fast forward this part slightly because I don't want to waste your time showing the exact same process over and over again. Now here is a little workflow tip that can save you from getting stuck when your daily Flow credits run out. Instead of sitting around waiting for the credits to refresh, first I'm going to download all of my generated images and completed video clips. I will log out from this account and sign into Google Flow with another account. I am going to open Google Flow and click on this plus icon to upload the remaining scenes images that we already generated. I will continue the exact same animation workflow from here. Attach the next image, copy its matching animation prompt from Claude, paste it into Flow, and generate the videos. And that's how you can keep working through your documentary instead of stopping halfway through the project. Now that we have generated and reviewed all of our animation clips, we are ready to put the complete video together. First, I am going to download all of the clips into 720p. Later, if I want a high resolution final video, I can upscale it during the editing process. For editing part, you can use pretty much any editing app you prefer. I'm using VN for this tutorial. Open VN and create a new project, importing all of my downloaded clips scene by scene. I'm making sure they are placed in the correct order on the timeline, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and so on. Importing all of my downloaded clips scene by scene. I'm making sure they are placed in the correct order on the timeline, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and so on. I'm going through the entire video from beginning to end. If I find any part of a clip that doesn't look like right, an unwanted frame or something that doesn't fit the story, I will simply trim that part out. I'm also checking that every scene transitions naturally into the next one, and because we already generated the narration, dialogue, and sound elements during the animation stage, we don't have to spend hours creating and syncing those separately. Once I am happy with the complete timeline, I am ready to export. I will export the finished video, and that's it. That's how your final video will look like.
In 1872, a ship sailed into legend, found adrift, fully intact, and utterly empty.
Captain Benjamin Briggs set sail with his wife, his young daughter, and a crew of 7.
Her cargo, 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol, and a voyage that would become one of history's greatest mysteries.
For 18 days, the voyage was unremarkable. Then, no struggle, no signal, no explanation, just silence.
10 days later, another ship's crew noticed something wrong. The Mary Celeste, sails set, drifting without direction.
They climbed aboard to find no one. Not a single soul remained.
Everything remained, meals half prepared, belongings untouched. Only the lifeboat was gone. A frayed rope trailing behind the ship hinted at a desperate, deliberate escape. But from what, no one could say. To this day, no wreckage, no remains, no answer has ever been found. The Mary Celeste sailed into history and into mystery.
If you want to learn how to create 2D animations or those viral walk style animation, I have got tutorial for those too. You can check them out below. Till then, bye bye. See you in the next one.